I need you to be honest with yourself right now. Are you living or are you just existing? Are you building the life you dreamed about or are you settling for whatever life hands you? See, most people wake up every day and go through the motions. They're breathing, but they're not alive. They're moving, but they're not progressing. And somewhere deep inside, there's a voice screaming at them that they were made for more. But they've gotten so comfortable in their discomfort, so familiar with their pain, so used to their mediocrity, that they don't even recognize the prison they've built around themselves. Listen to me carefully. Your life is not a rehearsal. This is it. This is the only shot you get. And every single day you waste being average, being comfortable, being scared, is a day you'll never get back. So I'm asking you right here, right now, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep making excuses, or are you finally going to make moves? Because the difference between where you are and where you want to be isn't luck, isn't talent, isn't connections. It's decision. It's deciding that today is the day everything changes. Today is the day you stop betraying yourself with broken promises and start becoming the person you know you're capable of being. Let's talk about discipline, because this is where dreams come to die. Everybody wants the results, but nobody wants to do the work. You want the six-pack, but don't want to go to the gym. You want the business, but don't want to put in the hours. You want the relationship, but don't want to do the growing. And here's what I need you to understand. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. It's the freedom that comes from taking control of your life instead of letting your life control you. When you have discipline, you don't need motivation because you do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. You wake up at 5 a.m., not because it's easy, but because greatness requires sacrifice. You make the healthy choice not because you're always excited about it, but because you're committed to the vision. See, motivation is like taking a shower. It feels good, but it wears off. But discipline builds character. It builds consistency. And consistency is what transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. So stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for anything. Start right now. Do that one thing you've been putting off. Make that one call. Write that one page. Take that one step. Because every act of discipline is a vote for the person you're becoming. Now, I want to talk to you about your health. And I'm not just talking about physical health. I'm talking about the whole package. Your body, your mind, your spirit. They're all connected. You can't neglect your body and expect your mind to function at peak performance. You can't fill your system with garbage and expect premium results. Your body is not just a vehicle. It's the temple that houses everything you are and everything you're going to become. So why are you disrespecting? Why are you staying up until 2 a.m. scrolling through your phone? Why are you eating food that's slowly killing you? Why are you avoiding exercise like it's the enemy? Let me tell you something. The wealthiest person in the cemetery is still dead. All the money in the world means nothing if you don't have the health to enjoy it. So make a commitment. Drink that water, half your body weight in ounces every single day. Move that body. 30 minutes of intentional movement, no excuses. Fuel yourself with real food. If it comes in a package with ingredients you can't pronounce, it's not food, it's a chemistry experiment. And get that sleep. 7 to 9 hours, non-negotiable. Your body repairs itself while you sleep. Your mind processes while you sleep. Your dreams crystallize while you sleep. So stop treating sleep like it's optional and start treating it like the necessity it is. Mental health, we need to talk about this because too many people are suffering in silence. They're walking around with smiles on their faces and storms in their minds. They're pretending everything is fine while they're drowning on the inside. And society has taught us that asking for help is weakness, that struggling means you're broken, that mental health issues are something to be ashamed of. Stop it. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. More important because everything starts in the mind. If your mind isn't right, nothing else can be right. So let me tell you something. There is zero shame in therapy, zero shame in medication if that's what you need, zero shame in saying, I'm not okay. and reaching out for help. The strongest people I know are the ones who had the courage to admit they couldn't do it alone. They're the ones who faced their demons instead of running from them. They're the ones who did the work, the hard, uncomfortable, tear-filled work of healing their minds and their hearts. So if you're struggling with anxiety, depression, trauma, addiction, or any mental health challenge, I want you to hear this. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are not too far gone. You are human, and humans need help sometimes. So get the help. Talk to someone. See a therapist. Join a support group. Read the books. Listen to the podcasts. Do whatever it takes, because your mental health is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. You want to talk about money? Let's talk about it. Because I'm tired of people acting like wanting financial freedom is somehow wrong. Like pursuing wealth makes you greedy or materialistic. Listen, money is a tool. It's not good or bad. It's what you do with it that matters. And let me tell you what money gives you. It gives you options. It gives you the ability to take care of your family, to give to causes you believe in, to create opportunities for yourself and others. But here's what most people don't understand about wealth. It's not just about making money. It's about developing a wealthy mindset. Poor people think scarcity. Rich people think abundance. Poor people say, I can't afford it. Rich people ask, how can I afford it? Poor people spend money to look rich. Rich people invest money to become rich. So if you want to build wealth, you need to start thinking differently. Stop spending money on things that depreciate and start investing in things that appreciate. Invest in yourself, your education, your skills, your network. Invest in assets, real estate, businesses, stocks, things that generate income. Stop trying to keep up with people who are broke, trying to look rich. Drive the used car. Live below your means. Save and invest the difference. And most importantly, create value, because the amount of money you make is directly proportional to the amount of value you provide to the marketplace. Your past, let's deal with it right now because it's holding you hostage. Every single day you're carrying around baggage that wasn't even meant for this journey. That trauma from childhood, that betrayal from your ex, that failure from 5 years ago, that mistake you can't seem to forgive, and it's weighing you down. It's keeping you stuck. It's preventing you from moving forward. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to put it down. I'm not saying forget what happened. I'm not saying pretend it didn't hurt. I'm saying learn the lesson and let go of the pain. Your past is not your prison unless you let it be. What happened to you is not as important as what you do about it. You got hurt? Heal. You got betrayed? Learn to trust again. You failed? Get back up. Because here's the truth. Your past does not determine your future. It informs it, it teaches it, but it doesn't control it unless you give it that power. So stop using your past as an excuse for your present. It's time to take control of your life. Stop telling the same victim story over and over. Yes, bad things happen. Yes, people hurt you. Yes, life was unfair, but you're still here. You survive, and survival means you get another chance. So take that chance and build something beautiful. Take that pain and turn it into purpose. Take that mess and turn it into a message, because the person you're becoming is on the other side of forgiveness. Failure! Let me tell you about failure. Most people are so afraid of failing that they never even try. They play it safe. They stay in their comfort zone. They live small lives and wonder why they feel so unfulfilled. But champions have a different relationship with failure. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every person you admire has failed more times than you've even attempted. Kobe Bryant missed more shots than he made. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired for lacking creativity, but they didn't let failure stop them. They used failure as fuel, as feedback, as education. So stop being afraid to fail. Start being afraid to never try. Start being afraid to get to the end of your life and realize you played it safe, because the biggest failure is not trying and failing. It's succeeding at things that don't matter. It's climbing the ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. So fail. Fail forward. Fail fast. Fail with courage. And understand that every failure brings you closer to the success that's waiting for you. The question isn't if you'll fail. You will. The question is, will you let that failure define you, or will you let it refine you? Your circle matters. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You cannot fly with eagles if you're running with turkeys. You cannot level up if everyone around you wants to keep you down. Some people in your life are not toxic, they're just not compatible with where you're going. They're comfortable where they are, and your growth makes them uncomfortable. Your ambition threatens their complacency, so they'll try to pull you back down to their level with subtle comments, with negativity, with doubt. Who do you think you are? Why do you think you're so special? Remember where you came from. But here's what you need to understand. You're not where you came from, you're where you're going. And some people can't go with you. It's not about being better than them, it's about being better than you were. So, evaluate your circle. Who's adding value to your life? Who's draining your energy? Who's celebrating your wins? Who's secretly hoping you fail? And make the hard decisions. Some people need to be loved from a distance. Some relationships need to end. Some connections need to be cut because your future is too important to sacrifice for people who want you to stay stuck. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, push you, believe in you. Find mentors who've been where you want to go. Build relationships with people who are 10 steps ahead, because iron sharpens iron. Time. Let's talk about time, because you're wasting it. Every single one of us gets the same 24 hours. Beyonce has 24 hours. Elon Musk has 24 hours. That person you admire who's crushing it, 24 hours. So why are they winning and you're still struggling? It's not the time you have, it's how you use it. You say you don't have time to work out, but you spent 3 hours on social media. You say you don't have time to build your business, but you watched an entire season on Netflix in one weekend. You say you don't have time to read, but you scrolled through TikTok for an hour. See what I'm saying? You don't have a time problem, you have a priority problem. You have a discipline problem. You have an excuse problem. So here's what you're going to do. Audit your time. Track every single thing you do for a week. And then ask yourself, is this activity getting me closer to my goals or further away? If it's not adding value, cut it out. Eliminate distractions. Set boundaries. Protect your time like it's money, because it's more valuable than money. Money you can make back. Time, once it's gone forever. So stop killing time. Stop wasting time. Stop letting time slip through your fingers while you wait for someday. Someday is today. The moment is now. And if you don't use this moment, you'll spend the rest of your life wishing you had. Fear. That's what's really holding you back, isn't it? Fear of failure. Fear of success. Fear of judgment. Fear of rejection. You've got dreams inside you that are suffocating because you're too afraid to let them out. You're playing small because you're scared of being seen. You're staying in jobs you hate because you're terrified of the unknown. But let me tell you about fear. It's a liar. Most of the things you're afraid of will never happen. And even if they do, you're strong enough to handle them. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. Think about that. Everything you thought would destroy you didn't. Every challenge you thought you couldn't overcome, you overcame. So why are you still letting fear run your life? Feel the fear and do it anyway. Acknowledge the doubt and move anyway. Recognize the risk and take it anyway. Because on the other side of fear is everything you want, the life you dream about, the success you desire, the person you're meant to become. All of it is waiting for you on the other side of fear. And you know what happens when you face your fear? It gets smaller. That thing that seemed impossible becomes possible. That dream that seemed unreachable becomes achievable. So stop running from fear. Run toward it. Embrace it. Use it as fuel. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and having the audacity to act anyway. Success is not an event, it's a process. It's the daily choices you make when nobody's watching. It's the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the consistency. You want to know the secret to success? There is no secret. It's simple. Not easy, but simple. Do the right things. Do them consistently. Do them for long enough, and success becomes inevitable. But most people quit right before the breakthrough. They work hard for a month and expect results. They diet for 2 weeks and wonder why they're not transformed. They start a business and give up after 6 months. But success doesn't work on your timeline. It works on its own. So you've got to commit to the process. Fall in love with the journey. Stop obsessing over the destination and embrace the transformation that happens along the way. Because the person who achieves the goal is not the same person who set the goal. You have to grow into your success. You have to become the person who's worthy of the life you desire. And that becoming, that's the process. That's the work. That's the daily commitment to being better today than you were yesterday. 1 degree at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 choice at a time. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize you've traveled miles. You'll look in the mirror and recognize the champion staring back. So trust the process, embrace the grind, and know that every single step you take in the right direction is bringing you closer to the life you were meant to live. So here we are at the crossroads. Everything I've said means nothing if you don't do something with it. Information without action is just entertainment. You can listen to every motivational speech, read every self-help book, attend every seminar, but if you don't apply what you learn, nothing changes. You are standing at the edge of your new life, the life where you're healthy, wealthy, happy, the life where you've overcome your past, where you've conquered your fears, where you've become the person you always knew you could be. But that life requires a decision. It requires you to stop talking and start walking, to stop wishing and start working, to stop dreaming and start doing. This is your moment, not tomorrow, not next week, not when the conditions are perfect. Right now, you have everything you need inside you to start. The strength, the courage, the power. It's all there, waiting for you to activate it. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep living the same year over and over and calling it a life? Or are you going to rise? Are you going to fight? Are you going to become everything you were created to be? The clock is ticking. Your life is happening. The moment is here. So here's my final question for you. And I want you to answer this in the comments because your answer will hold you accountable. What is the one thing you're going to start doing today and the one thing you're going to stop doing today that will completely transform your life in the next 90 days?